Hi, welcome back to Sound of Motors. Right, we've got the Nissan NV300, which is the same like a Vauxhall Vivaro, Renault Traffic, with 1.6 bi-turbo engine, and it come up with a lack of power, engine management light on. We've done the diagnostic, and it come up with several fault codes. One for the P0488-77 EGR valve position. Also P2002-92 particulate filter, and then also it did come up with a P0. I can't remember what the fault code was for. It doesn't have it on the. It's for the glow plugs. Basically, it had a three fault codes: one for EGR valve, one DPF blocked, and one glow plugs are not working. P0, I think it's a P0380. And first we did is remove the glow plugs. They're still on the floor here. I found one of them was actually faulty. No point changing one. And the way you can check it, quite simple. You don't even have to remove it. You can just use normal ohm meter, set to the lowest position on the thing, and then it should be around 1 ohm, which is basically that's what the good glow plug would show you, about 1 ohm, or less the better. Basically, that's one. That's two. I would class them as a good glow plug still. See, that's three. And there's a fourth one, and you see 33 ohm, which is basically telling you there's too much resistance. The glow plug is no good, and that would cause DPF to block up because it won't regenerate. So when your glow plugs are not working, you have to change them, unfortunately. I know it's a pain. Sometimes they don't want to come out, but if you don't do it, DPF will not be regenerating. And they're just sitting there. That's 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one is just there, but you have to take the tank off to get to it. And also, done that, the fault code is gone for the glow plugs now, but the EGR valve stayed. So we actually have removed the EGR valve and put new one on. But we basically soaked it. It's sitting just here. You can see it just there, with the plug facing downwards. So unplug it. Basically undone 2 bolts, but we had to remove this bracket up here and this little plastic case that carries the wiring loom to get to the bolts, and that needs to come off. That needs to move out of the way. Got them out, 2 bolts out, and then soaked in W40 for a while, and then put 2 long bolts into this hole that actually provided for removal of the EGR valve. Screw them in evenly, one at a time. Eventually you can start cracking, and a bit at a time. All of a sudden it just popped out and gone nice and free and popped out. So I was a bit worried because these holes are very small, very fine thread on them. This bracket is not particularly thick, so I thought it's going to snap this one of them lugs off or strip the thread, but no, it actually worked. It come out, which I was very surprised. And we also now cleaned the DPF. That's all nice and clean. So all the faults have been eliminated. First, so the only thing we need left is clear all the fault codes and take for a nice stage drive and see it on the data logger to see our pressures, and to see if DPF will start regenerating all by itself, which basically you'll need to have up to temperature. You need to have more than a quarter of a tank of diesel in the van, and then it will start eventually regenerate. And you will see by the temperature of the DPF itself, you see the temperature should go well over 300 degrees. And then maybe closer to 500, and you know it's been regenerating. So, and you know it works as it should. So that means it's not going to keep blocking up all by itself. And we should get all the power back as well. Okay, let's do that. The engine management is still on. I said because it did come up with them 2 fault codes for the DPF and the EGR valve still. All the glow plug lights gone because we've reset the fault code since then. Right. Smart diagnostics. It doesn't work on a smart diagnostic. It keeps coming up with only petrol ones. He thinks it's a Renault. I'll do a full health full health check. 2 fault codes in the engine management. We've got plenty of diesel in the van, almost full tank. That's good. No lack of power at the moment. We shouldn't be really. Yeah. EGR valve, EGR valve. These cars don't like to be reset with the engine running. Right, no fault codes. Could do with resetting service light as well. Right, now hold until it starts flashing. There you go. There you go. Done. Turn ignition off. On. Oh, there you go. That's the spanner light gone. That's good.
Otherwise, again, DPF going to be blocked if it's not serviced.
Yeah. So that's all reset. Now let's restart a couple of times.
We are going to motor in.
Yeah, no, but I'll restart about 3 times just to make sure there's any fault codes that will be logged on straight away without, you know, if there is some sort of fault code. Okay, and I click rescan. Right, no fault codes. Well, we'll go into the system now, leave it in the system, and I will read data stream to see what's our engine management, to see what our EGR is showing. EGR. See, EGR valve opens, closes. Opens, closes. EGR valve works. That's good. Where before I was looking at it and it just kept stuck until like going to 1.1 to maybe 2%, and that's it. It wouldn't go to 0. It would always be like between 1 to 1.2 volt, not volt, percent, and that's it. It will be partially open, and that's it. It will stuck in like 1% open position, and that's it. It was just going tiny bit. It's probably where the motor tried to turn it. That's why you get the percentage fluctuations, but that doesn't actually move the shaft. You might find that the EGR is just blocked up. Okay, so now I'm happy with that. Now we need to find the unselect the I see some it says PF instead of a particular filter part for, or PF or something like that, and try to find when they have a 230 section things to find. It's not really easy sometimes. I want to scroll through everything. That should be all. 76, 90. I think that should be about right. We've got a bit of temperatures showing us.
Then we go to the
Now we need to take it for a drive and see if it's going to start regenerating. Obviously the temperature is quite low of the vehicle itself, so we'll have to drive it until it actually warms up. If I can find the handle. There you go.
torque now.
Yeah, there you go. Now the temperature. Yeah.
Okay.
Now the temperature, we're going up
500.
about 50 miles per hour, 2,500 revs, and the temperature's going up to 507 something. I don't know. 592 degrees. So that means that it's regenerating all by itself. This is regenerating nicely, and does it all by itself without us doing anything about it. We don't have to force regenerate anything. We cleaned the DPF, but we didn't have to regenerate it. The vehicle does it all by itself now, without being asked to do so. Even the start-stop started to work on this car all by itself. Just when it came in, the start-stop light was with a little line across. That means that it wasn't working. I turned it off at the moment manually, but so the vehicle doesn't cut out. But it does. The start-stop works now. Now its temperature is going down. 340 degrees, and keep dropping even if I rev the engine, and this temperature is still dropping down all by itself. That means the regeneration is complete. Nice long, quite nice long drive. Let's rescan it all again. All green so far. Everything is still good. No funny lights, nothing apart from obviously handbrake and door open. But yeah, all good. Lovely. That's done. Another job well done. Well, there you go. Regenerated, fixed all the problems, and now vehicle regenerates all by itself. So we don't do false regenerations anymore, because that's not actually helpful to the vehicle. It's actually harmful. So let the vehicle do regeneration all by itself. You just need to provide all the facilities for the engine to do it, which will fix the problems what caused originally the DPF to start blocking up, which is the glow plugs and the EGR valve. And we obviously clean the DPF with the chemicals, but the now vehicle regenerates itself. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.